G'day everyone, welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. Today, what are we going to do? We're going to pull that bar out and we're going to hook onto that and see how that goes. You can probably hear that Henry's out there. He's washing the telehandler. He's washing Manny because we're all finished with that. I've been to town and just put those there. So that's a two-way and a flashing light for the Mac. But I just called them up. They've fixed the air leaks and they're just sorting out, well, they're waiting on one more part for the air leak, and then they're going to be able to test and figure out the brake and what's going on there and the overpressurization of the tank. Then we will finally get it back to us. I reckon it's going to be damn near seating or something like that by the time we get it, but anyway. So we've also got, not that we're going to be doing this now, but that is the mat for the wing off of the spreader. Now Henry and I will change that at some point, but we just need to do that before seeding happens. Before we get spreading on all our fertilizer. So we can't get the tractor out just yet because we've got a lot of things in front of it. So let's get everything out of the shed. Right, so it's still a month off seeding. Today is the 11th of March. We always get seeding, we always plan to start seeding on the 10th of April. So why am I putting the bar out so early? It's because we've got a new tractor. They've taken all the stuff out of the old tractor, put it into the new tractor, and I want to make sure that everything works. So the fold works, the lift works, the pressure works, talking to the bin works, fans all work, everything like that. There's a lot of electrics on this bar, so you've got to make sure it's all working. So what we're going to do, obviously got to get everything out of here. Pull the bar and the bin out. We're then going to hook on and connect the bin to the bar. We'll run everything up, make sure it all works. Then we'll go out into the paddock, drop it in the ground, just to see how it goes, make sure she can pull it. Then after that, we'll probably disconnect the bin, leave it out there, and then we can bring the bar up here and then we can work on the bar. Need to do a point change, need to check all the press wheels. The bearings on them are getting a little bit dodgy. And any bushes or anything like that might need changing, we'll assess those. So first step, get all this out and on that. So that's our canola and our wheat. So that's wheat that I was planning to use for sloder boats. So I need to call a farmer from around here and see if I can borrow his cement mixer. Because what we need to do is we need to crack the grain, put it into a cement mixer, mix up the oil and the chemical. Then you get it out and it's a whole day process to go through 7 tonne. It took us a while last time we did it, but it was well worthwhile. So I've also got to do that. All right, Henry's just checking over the row track. Rowie, Casey, Big Red, Clifford, Bandit, I don't know. Obviously the video hasn't come out yet for you guys. That comes out tonight for naming that tractor, but I think Bandit's going to stick, guys, if I'm honest. Right, so we're gonna hook onto this. Now I just want to have a quick talk. Here is a screenshot of the current rain now. And right next to it is a screenshot from the rain that we were predicted this time last week. You know, we got going with the lime. Just want to show you how hard it is for a farmer to predict come the growing season with rain. You know, so like I said, with that a huge amount of rain forecasts, you're thinking you're going to get maybe 10 mils out of that whole lot, something like that. That's what you sort of hope. So you go out in the growing season, you'd start spreading your urea like crazy, and then to have it all just go to nothing is it's pretty depressing and heartbreaking, because you're gone and you would have spread all that urea out, and then it's now out there volatilising. It's not getting the rain that it needed to get on there and help the crop. That's Weather Zone, that app, and that comes from the BOM, Bureau of Meteorology, and they are just so unpredictable, and it's just annoying that they get it so wrong all the time. But this is why we're going to be using Sustain again this year, because if we went spreading, you'd have all that, you know, your rear out there, and it wouldn't get wasted until it got a rain on it. So yeah, just my little rant over. Now let's hook it on. It does sound nice. Apparently they had well, that's loud. Apparently they had Chrysler engineers engineer the exhaust system on this, so to make it sound more meaty. But right, we'll hook on. She's hooked on. Now to hook all of our hydraulics and all our electrics on, and we can lift the tines up because the tines are sagged down. So the tines are on the ground. So we've got to lift them up before we can move her out.
I used it when.
Oh, look at that.
That's springs. I used it when I went for the little drop.
Oh no. We're not going to have a bleed back. No, we'll have to switch it. No, that's too big. Back too. So we're discovering, actually I'll just bring you down here. So on here, on this one, this pump, plus is on the right, negative is on the left. And on this one, plus is on the left and negative is on the right. So Henry and I are just trying to decipher how it's going to work, because we've got all ours labelled with the right hand side and left hand side for the hoses. It's just going to flip them around, which isn't a big deal, but the fans is going to be the issue. Yeah, because this is obviously set up to be on a John Deere, but I don't understand why they would switch their thing from left to right. That just seems odd. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. I'm sure you coast people can tell me, but yeah, we'll keep pulling them in and we'll just see if it works or not. One. Ooh. Didn't go on properly.
It's leaking a lot of oil.
No, that's in properly. What's going on there? Right, so first issue, and this is why we're doing it now, is that we've got our two case drains for the fans, which is this one and this one. Those, even though they look the exact same size, they're different sizes, and none of them are the correct size for this right here. It fits it, but it doesn't lock in properly, and it just leaks oil all around, which is all over the ground now. And on the other side, we can't even get it in. So it messes our plan up for running everything up. We'll be able to do the bar, get that out and unfold it, but we're not going to be able to do anything with that. So we can't fold the auger out, we can't run the fans up, we can't run the metering augers up until we get the right stuff, because that's all controlled by the fan hydraulics back there. So this is why we're doing it now. We're just, we're making sure we've got everything right. So we'll hook all our electrics on so we can at least get our controllers and everything working up there. But we're not going to be able to run fans or anything like that, which is a bit disappointing, but yeah. We're doing it now so we can make sure we're not doing this, come seating tomorrow and we're like, oh great, now we need fittings, but yeah. Alright, Henry's up in the cab and he's just changing the hydraulics around just so that we can, he's just changing his hydraulic flow, and then he'll be able to lift up our tines, hopefully, if we've got it all connected correctly. then we'll get this out, and yeah, we'll deal with all the issues after that. I missed the tines going up because we had to figure out how to make the hydraulics work. Well, we got them working, tines are up, and Henry's about to roll forward now. I'm going to watch him. Yes, sir. Hey, come here. To this side. That's gonna hit. I'm just gonna open that door. All right, you're good? Right, bar is out. The whole outfit's red now, so it suits. But that can be quite an issue to get that out when you've got art, because it's a 2-track, and every time you need to do a little turn to get out, it'll shoot the bar the opposite way. But yeah. There he goes. So what do I need? I need the forklift now. I use a forklift, and that's how we get this out. And that can come straight out. Will we hook on to? Yeah, I don't know. We'll sort out what's going on with these hydraulics, and then yeah, we can hook onto this and sort it out. This can also be a bit of a pain because we've got to get it so close to the wall there. Sometimes it doesn't come out nice and straight. Henry's there to spot me, so we'll see. Hopefully it comes out straight and we'll be all sweet. So we're now doing a bit of a shed shuffle. We've got all the caravans, Henry's canopy needs to come off, things like that need to come off and be parked away. Now the headers are in the fert shed just over there. They do need to come in here. So we're doing it now. We're moving the headers across now, so then we can move everything in here and have it all there and just leave it there, instead of in 3 weeks time having to pull everything out again to shift some headers and then move everything back in. Just easy to do it all now, and we can still store things like the tractor and whatnot in the fert shed. which we will do because we're going to run out of room now with the Brettle and the Johnny once that's washed, being going back into there. But yeah, I need another shed. Anyone want to just give me a shed, nice big machinery shed? I'll take it. Also a chemical shed as well. I'm not picky, just handy, it'd be handy to have. Alrighty, so we've had a chat with Case, and those two fittings on the bottom, one is a return and one is a pressure. So it was a good thing we couldn't hook up to that anyway, because that would have caused a lot of damage. Now we're just going to leave that for now, and they're getting some fittings for us. Hopefully, we're not really sure what they're going to have to do, because they're going to have to now make a new spot for that other case drain, but well, that return. But yeah, that's in their hands, they'll figure it out. So we can bring it up here and we can work on it, doing the points and things like that, but we're not going to do that today. Henry's, well, he washed that this morning, so he's now going to bring up the ute, and we'll take the cage off this afternoon, and then he can bring that round to the washdown bay and we'll start washing that. So I'm just going to pack away all this stuff here, and yeah, then we'll get into that. And then because we've lost all that rain now, we might head down and go and build this road tomorrow, or well, over the next couple of days anyway. We no longer need the cage on because we, you know, we've done our gypsum, our lime is also finished. So the next thing we are going to be spreading is actually going to be mouse bait. What we do is we see the canola, we spread mouse bait over it, and then I've got to get this wheat sorted. But if I've done it right and got the wheat all cracked and treated, then we then spread the wheat out to kill the slaters. So yeah, it's mice, slaters, and then following that it'll be urea spreading, which, you know, that's still a long way off, but we no point having the cage on anymore, so that's why we're getting it off. There we have it, one stocked shed, and we've got a nice bit of room here to park, probably like the Shepherd or something like that in here. I don't think a tractor will fit in here. Oh, it might do. It might fit in. We'll find out very short. Well, we do also have the bunker is empty, completely empty. We do need to sweep it out. There's bolts and pop rivets and things like that are on the ground. When the boys from Terminator did that, it was that horrifically windy day. It was blowing all their stuff around, so yeah, that's fine. There's just a few things that we need to go and sweep up. So yeah, Henry's busy washing that down now, so I'll give him a hand a little bit later on with the forklift and the cage and lift him up high so he can get what he needs to get. But yeah, no, I'm glad we got that all sorted. Case of getting the case drain sorted for us. So yeah, we're making progress towards seeding. I've just got to call up a farmer now and see if I can borrow his cement mixer to do that, and yeah, then we've got to figure out a day to actually do that. So it's a whole day's job, but it needs to be done. Rightio, down to the gravel pit. Jeff has finished up our gravel carting. We've got not much left of our gravel. I mean, there's still a little bit there, but yeah, not a huge amount. So he's stopped because he's essentially finished the section that I wanted him to do. There is a little bit more that he could have done, but yeah, I wanted to save that gravel for. If you see in the next video, if we go onto the road, you'll see there's a section at the start of the road where there's a big puddle, and I want that to dry out, and then we'll just use our truck and cart some gravel to it to make the road there. But yeah, so gravel carting has finished, so we need to get Lindsay back this year to come and do some more pushing up, and we'll just keep heading north, keep going that way, and well, eventually we will run out of gravel, but still got quite a lot out there, so that's all right. So anyway, we're going to leave the video there. It was a productive day. We've hooked onto the bar, and you know, we're working out the kinks on it. We've already got the kinks that we had to work out, which is good. So we're doing it now, not later. We've moved everything across the shed. The tractor and the Manny and the spreader were all washed and parked away. So yeah, tomorrow we've actually got Luke the agronomist coming out, and we're going to go around the farm, have a look at everything that's growing, make a plan of attack of which way we're going to spray and kill everything in preparation for seeding, which is a month away. So yeah, anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Have a listen to the Glass Cage podcast, and as always, catch you in the next one.